think New Zealand is like the complete other side of the UK. It's about 11 hours, I think, give or take, 11 to 12 hours. But it's a bit longer if I'm taking flights in between around the US. But yeah, it's roughly give or take 11 hours from UK to America. Depends on where America you want to fly to. To New Mexico, I guess it's 12 hours give or take. You're moving soon? Soon enough. Yeah, well, we're applying for the visas this month, so pretty much when we can. Yeah, we're just trying to get it all processed. It's a lot of work to do. We're doing it ourselves, so there's a lot of paperwork to do. And she's very busy because it's end of school year, and she's got a lot of work on her hands at the moment, and she's got like lots of stuff to do. So she's really overloaded with work at the moment. She's a little bit stressed out, bless her, and I wish I could do something to help her. But there's nothing I can do, really. So right now it'll be 6:30 in New Mexico. Yeah, I think so. Or the 6. I think so. I can't remember. Something like that. 6:30 or 5:30. Yeah, I think it's 6:30. Something like that. But I told her to get some sleep there this morning. So if you guys haven't turned your headset down, you might want to do so. Oh, the Chewbacca remote. Time to spam a bit of Chewy. You love that Chewy spam. Yeah, when I was blitzing it, yeah, it certainly did. Come to Chef's Stream and enjoy Star Wars impersonations. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. I'll take that bowl back. Oh wow, that's not quite blended. It's all chunky. Chunky. Actually, it's not too bad. It's fine. It's going for stuffing bowls anyway. Put about 2 handfuls in there. We need to add more or stiffen it up. It'll be fine. So I'm just going to leave that over there. That can go to wash up. I'll stick this in a bowl. So, right, those proteins can stay there. That can go in the wash. More washing up. Joys the washing up. So what are the breadcrumbs being used for, Chef? It's for the I just put 2 handfuls in there now for the onion balls that we're going to be making. Stuffing onion balls. So usually in stuffing you add butter and things, but yeah, we're not putting butter in it today. Today we'll be here at searing our fillet of tuna with this lightsaber noises, a kitchen knife for a more civilized age. Matrix, I love it. The giggles. Oh, so funny. So what we're going to do, give this all a bit of a mix now. If it doesn't really bind together, then what we can do, it should be okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, cool. I was worried about it not binding together very well, but once that egg absorbs in, it should start getting a bit doughy, so you can actually bind it together. I'm a nerd. Well, I think majority of us are here, including myself, so it's all cool. Don't worry. So find your lack of butter disturbing. I know, it's very, very strange, but it's very, very tasty at the same time. So I'm just showing you guys how to do things, obviously, without having to use lots of saturated fats and things. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you want to, by all means, it's your choice. I'm just showing you guys different ways to make still have your tasty food, but also making it a little bit healthier for you. So, you know, it's just showing you these different ways if you might not know already. So it's just all about substituting, that's all it is. It's not too difficult. We soak up extra moisture or liquid in the recipe to add a bit of crunchies, chines to some frying recipes. Yeah, butter's amazing, don't get me wrong, it's very tasty, but it's not very good for you at the same time. So, you know, I've been finding ways to help avoid those unnecessary kind of saturated fats that, you know, I know we do enjoy, but I'm not saying like don't ever eat them ever again in your lifetime. Definitely not saying that, but what I am saying is we might just want to cut down just a little bit on them. That's all. Just help look after yourself a little bit better. So, I mean, I know when I'm older, I certainly don't want to be worrying about my health. I'll be just, you know, that is one thing I don't want to be worrying about. So why not take care of yourself right now while you've still got a chance? Even if you might be in an older age or whatever, it's still never too late. It's always worth giving it a go. I was talking about breadcrumbs. Oh, okay. Okie doke. The breadcrumbs I used was it's a wholemeal artisan bread that we get from our local bakery, and yeah, it's really fantastic. It's really good. That bread never goes moldy. It just goes like dry. It's great for breadcrumbs. So yeah, if you can get like yourself a local baker who's very good at what they do with artisan bread, definitely buy that bread. It's very tasty, very delicious. If they're good at what they do, that is. I will be happy with a few extra pounds. How do you mean a few extra pounds? Matrix. So I'm rolling these into nice little balls now. We're going to bake these off. Yeah, I don't think it's much more breadcrumbs out of that, so I'm just going to get rid of that. That's fine. We've only got a little handful anyway, so do you know what I mean? I don't really going to be using like mountains of the stuff. It's just going to be like 1 or 2 balls on the plate, so that is good for me. Ample enough. So I need to get these potatoes on next. We can cook these balls off whenever really, so they're pretty much ready to go. Just roll them into balls, crush them in my hands and then roll them up. So I'll put them on the side here. They're ready to go in the oven whenever. I'm going to give this board a bit of a wipe down very quickly. A bit of spray. And we're going to press on. To get some of that onion out of it. Good old scrubber. My metabolism is extremely high, so I've never been able to maintain a healthy, steady body weight. I'm 6 foot and 140 pounds. Should be closer to... Oh, right, I see. Yeah, I mean, there's other ways to put on weight without having to dunk yourself full of saturated fats, for sure, because regardless of weight-wise, it's really not good for your arteries, and that's something that you can't see. So, you know, it's not just all about the weight, it's also about what you're putting into your body as well, you know. So it is like kind of important, and yes, it can be hard when you've got like a high metabolism, or if for example you've got a low metabolism, you know, sometimes it can be hard. There are ways though to increase your metabolism or help lower. I think you can, like, there's certain ways. I don't know too much about it. I'm not, you know, I don't specify in that area, so to speak, but you know, there are ways around it to help increase and help lower. Mainly to do with your lifestyle more than anything. To sleep, exercise, it's all to do with that. but I don't know. I don't know too much into it as such. Not my expertise. So what we're going to do, we're going to get these tatties on. So I'm going to grab some now. I'm going to make an almond, beautiful almond puree. I think one will be enough, will it? One and a little bit. Yeah. Add 2 there. I'm going to give these a wash. These are from the farm shop. Very soily potatoes. They kind of soiled themselves a little bit. But I'm going to give them a wash. Get them all nice and clean. Give them a scrub. If you can't scrub them with your fingers, just use a little scrubbing brush just to scrub off the excess soil. I'm not going to do too crazy with the scrubbing because I'm going to peel them anyway, so it shouldn't really matter too much. Just as long as you can get the majority of the dirt off, that's the kind of key to it, guys, so to speak. Rightio. I'm going to pop this towel into the wash because it's a little damp. There's a peeler. Peeler. Herbs, they can go back. So, let's give this a good peel. Take all the skin off. Making sure it's important you keep all that skin off. Sorry guys, I'm just like very like I've had food, I'm just like chilled out now. Yeah, sorry. You gotta make sure it's all peeled off because you don't want any of the peelings into the mash because you want it nice and smooth at the end result. So it is important that you do that. I'm going to be cooking these potatoes down in a bit of water and half almond milk, which is unsweetened, unroasted. So it'll help add creaminess to it. And when you come to mash it, it certainly will be a lot better. So what we're going to do, cut these right down into small sizes. Just into little quarters, whatever. As long as they're all pretty much the same size, give or take. Don't have to be so accurate with it, but as long as they're roughly the same size, they'll cook down at the same time.